Hi, I'm Liz Bristow, and today's video is going to be focused on the impairment of excessively pronated feet in the static posture position. The region of this assessment is on the feet, and it is very important because it can lead to malfunctions with the pelvis, the ACL, the MCL, the meniscus. It can cause lower back pain, anterior knee pain, plantar fasciitis, and posterior tendonitis tibialis. The static postural assessment should be performed with the individual barefoot and in shorts. When assessing them, they should be physically presenting themselves in a stance where they are standing how they normally stand on 2 feet. When assessing the client's feet, I saw that they were excessively pronated or everted, and at least one overactive muscle would be the lateral gastrocnemius, and one underactive muscle would be the anterior tibialis. Causes of excessively pronated feet could be being born with flat feet or low arches, or developing that over time.
Okay, so today we're going to be using self-myofascial release to loosen up our overactive muscles like the lateral gastrocnemius, our TFL, and our biceps femoris. Sit down on a flat surface like the gym floor, and next you're going to bring the foam roller that we're using right underneath. Is putting one foot on the ground and the other is going to glide over until you find that sensitive spot. Once you find that sensitive spot, I want you to try to hold it for 30 seconds. If you can't hold it for 30, that's fine. We're gonna go until you can't anymore. If this is not enough pressure, you have another option of crossing one leg over the other. Now let's move on to the biceps femoris. That's gonna be your hamstring right back here. And I want us to go on like this. And now you're gonna roll, find your spot, hold it for that good amount of time. Your TFL. We're gonna come down on our side like this, and I just want you to roll it underneath you. If you need to relieve some pressure, that's what this one is here for. Lift yourself up. Good. Find that tense spot, hold it. So next we're gonna be static stretching our overactive muscles. So the same muscles that we just did our self-myofascial release on, we're gonna be doing static stretching on. With our static stretches, I want them to be about 20 to 30 seconds long, depending on how intense that pressure is for you, or if it's too painful, we'll make it shorter. Anyways, we're gonna start out with stretching our gastrocnemius. We can do this by holding onto a wall, getting one foot in front of the other, bend this knee, keep this one straight as you lean forward. Then we want to stretch our soleus as well. Just to do that, we're gonna bend our knee. Next, we're gonna be stretching our biceps femoris. So get onto a flat surface, lay down, get the leg that you want to stretch first, bring it up in the air, extend it. Now you're gonna keep the same side arm flat on the floor, grab it, pull it over this way a little bit to the opposite side. We're gonna do a stretch for our TFL or tensor fasciae latae next. One foot in front of the other. Good. Now this arm is gonna stay down as the other goes up and leans over. Next, we're gonna be doing isolated strengthening techniques for our anterior tibialis because that is one of the weaker muscles that we need to get stronger. We're gonna start by sitting down on a surface that we can hang our ankle off of but keep the rest of our legs straight. All right, now what we're gonna practice is relaxing our foot so it goes all the way down. And now we're gonna dorsiflex our foot, pull it all the way up, slowly bring it back down. This should strengthen your anterior tibialis more. And if this is too easy, then we can provide a resistance band that will pull the foot to plantar flexion as we dorsiflex. Doing some integrated dynamic movement exercises. This one is a little bit more stationary to start out with. It is called the single leg balance and reach. Balance on one as you touch each object. Bring it back to the central position when you're done, and then repeat it on the other side. The last integrated movement exercise that we're gonna do is more dynamic. It's gonna have more of a change in the base of support. So this is called the step up to balance. We're going to step up with one foot, and then as we go up, we're gonna balance on that same foot, and we're gonna bring the other off the ground. Come back down. 2, 3. I chose these strategies because I thought it was very important to get our abducting, everting, and dorsiflexing muscles stronger. If they're not stronger, then we're gonna continue to have our everted static posture.
I added the more transitional phases between the integrated movements because we need to have stationary work, but we also need to have more of a change in balance and our base so that our body knows how to react when we are less balanced.